A belt has rubbed through the crank sensor wire, and you need that for the car to start. See your face in the darkness, from the taste of the pain that you give me when I'm honest. Ain't the same when I'm on it. I'ma take me to the face. I'm too high to try to hide it. You wanna see me in a coffin with the nails. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Midterm Motors. For those of you that don't know, the platform that I started on when I started getting into cars was the Mitsubishi Eclipse. Absolutely loved the platform. Came in both 4-cylinder and V6, different trim levels, different options. The 4-cylinder has a lot of things in common with the Evo, and the V6 is not too bad either. There's some swap options that are really cool, and I really just love the platform in general. So I am building a Supercharged Eclipse with my friend Ben Dank, who has done most of the hard work. He's done most of the heavy lifting on this one for Carson Rick Beal, the one who owns the Facebook group, which I will link in the description. We're almost done. He just probably finished tuning it last night, and I'm headed up there today after I get done with work to put some finishing touches on it, and then we're gonna deliver it. I can't wait for you guys to see the Eclipse, and I will see you when I get there. I am here at Ben's with Carson Supercharged 3G Eclipse. We're going to be finishing some wiring up and then delivering the car tomorrow. We're super excited. We've had it for quite a while, so I cannot wait to deliver it to Carson tomorrow. I know what everybody watching this is thinking, and it's 3Gs are shitty and slow. Well, does your 3G have that connected to it? I don't think so. Well, Ben is disconnecting the battery. We are moving the power signal. Right now it's drawing 12 volt from the radio, and we need to move it to the cigarette lighter because it has become apparent that if you run 12 volt to the radio, the dash lights decide that they don't feel so good and they don't want to work. So we need to change that, and then everything should work fine. So the center console and all of this is gone. So now we're going to move the power from this wire to one of these, and that'll fix it. It'll fix it. Hopefully. I am working on fixing the wiring in this 3G. Ben is taking his 3.8 MyVec to drop some tools off. So it is quite a bit later. Ben and I are still working on the dash lights. Finally got everything rerouted to the cigarette lighter. So we're just finishing up.
Yeah, we're still good. We're still waiting on a tune from Justin here, but it's looking like we're gonna be able to wrap up tuning later tonight, and then we're still good for tomorrow. So.
All right, Ben and I have finally fixed or figured out the wiring issue inside. Apparently, the wire is shorted that went from the dash to this dimmer switch. So we're gonna run a constant 12 volt to it so it lights up the same as these gauges. It actually turned out really well because it matches very good when the car is off, car is turned on. And during the daytime, you can barely see them, so. Engine bay is looking great. We just need to put the interior in. We're gonna go get some food, and then we're gonna do some tune-in pulls. So we finally got the dash lights working, and we are about to flash the newest tune here. What lots of people don't know about 3G Eclipses is they run on the same architecture as Evo 8s, same ECU structure. So we can still use Evo Scan and all of that fun stuff to get these tuned and on the road. We have
Evo scan loaded up on the computer. Right now, we are headed to the highway. It is extremely dark, hard to see things, but that's not gonna stop me from getting content because we are doing our final tuning pulls on the 3G. I'm very excited about it. So basically, we're gonna start the data logger and we're gonna log our wide open throttle pulls, and we're gonna do the final fuel trims. And of course we have a 5-point harness because every 200 horsepower car needs one.
What the fuck is wrong?
Harness, check. He's still trying to get his on, we'll figure it out.
And then now it's logging on that screen, so we'll just let this run for 20 seconds or so, and then we'll call it good.
Okay. Right now we are doing probably the most exciting pull of the tuning process. It is 3K to redline, so we're gonna go ahead and log that and get the next ROM loaded up.
Watch for knock.
Stop it.
So we're grabbing the logs for the tune. The 5 you want to get are the warm idle, the gentle 0 to 60 like you're leaving a stop sign, 40 cruise, a 60 cruise, and then a 3,000 RPM to redline pull.
We've been fighting ECU Flash to try and get our ROMs uploaded because our computer is not liking to cooperate very much.
Yeah, running 2002 programs on a Windows 10 computer is sometimes glitchy.
It's gonna load.
Yeah, first
Hey, there we go. Perfect.
Oh, that's the beat. Standing, I don't think you understand it. I can't stand you, not gonna take that sitting down. Okay, I slam my body, drop like drowning pool. He's 17, boy, stay in school. Ain't gonna make me lose my cool. That fan gon' blow right out the blue. I see you when I see you, like a movie trailer preview, huh? But he ain't coming back, so don't be waiting for that sequel. Your bones is getting broken like that ex that made you single. I reverse your hype entirely and see you in my review. I don't care about if it's feed you, watch me blade the key like Riku. I'm so impressed, you goofies, why you down or death for cover? Call your people, get your brother. I'm aiming at your mother if he think he's slick as butter. Can't believe it, grab your cousin while they dreaming under covers. Annihilate your lover. I shoot a jumper out the courthouse, still gon' beat the buzzer. They never should've let me out the cage. I've been in lying down, exposing all you liars now for what you really are deep down. Could've been this way before, but chose to be this way right now. Could've been on top before, but too lazy to go and take trash out. Yeah, okay, keep that shit with K, but hard like 2K. Get your face, how my space erase everything you make. Real quick, back how your shit, one track your bitch, she pull close, get sucked in, damn, that twin picker, she follow dick, slip inside her DM, slip inside her, she get wetter, fuck it, so tech, give me lines like he sell tech, or shoot back like Tech 9, then 5x3 right at your neck, this words that's consent, need a sensor like it's triple X, I triple up your debt, now he doubting if he better dead.
So after those tuning pulls last night, I didn't record much. We were pretty exhausted. We put a good 8 hours of work to finish the car in before delivery today. So we're just getting everything prepped and ready to go. And we're gonna hit the road and meet Carson and drop off his car.
Yeah, pull up in a Rari, smoking dope with Nefertari. In that sheeny, got me Audi, probably smelling like Armani. Keep a blonde golf shorty, she look just like Misa. Ooh, gold all in my mouth, little bitch, I look like golden freezer. Ooh, dick all in her mouth, she sucked me up and did not eat her. 2019, coming with nothing but heaters, yeah.
Yeah. So the Eclipse has shut off while Ben is driving. So he's over at the Citgo over there. I'm gonna drive this over there. We're gonna head to the auto parts store to get some wiring, fix the issue, and get back on the road. So it's been about an hour since we got back from O'Reilly's. Luckily some truck driver had a knife and just a 9/16 wrench, which is just exactly what we needed. So that's great. We got everything but connected for the crank sensor down there, and we are crossing our fingers and praying that we can get it to work. We're this close. This close. We're just sorting everything out now. We got the last crimp going on. We're gonna have to stop and route things a little bit differently over here, but as far as the car starting, it starts and runs like it should, and that's the major part. So we are about 20 minutes away from the destination. The Eclipse is holding up great. All of the wiring stuff is exactly how it should be, so we're very happy with that. So it's ready to drop off. You look good in there, Carson. All right, Ben just took Carson on the first drive in the 3G. We got Carson's truck loaded up with all of the extra parts, and we are sending him home. Ben and I are headed on our return journey. Hopefully things go a little bit smoother than the way up here. That would be preferred. It has been quite the day dropping off the Eclipse, but luckily everything has gone smoothly. I just dropped Ben off a bit ago. I'm pretty close to home, gassing up for the last time before I bring the car back to Michaela, because we were in the cruise today. So we're really enjoying that. And when we get back, it's time to sleep because there's work tomorrow. So it went well. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Midterm Motors. I had a great time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed everything that you saw, and hopefully this was interesting to you. I bet this is the first time a lot of you have seen a supercharged 3G Eclipse, so.
Man, I swear they always watching. I got eyes on my back and a target when I'm walking. I see your face in the darkness, wanna taste of the pain that you give me when I'm